Hello, hello, friends. Continuing our 413 series. There's a link to the playlist in the description if you'd like to see the other puzzles. This is 413 by mnasti2. Normal Sudoku rules apply. All right, so we have 6x6 today. Right? Yep, I just assumed. I just glanced and was just like, okay, 6x6. We have the numbers 1 through 6 once each in every one of these boxes, also every row, and every column only once each, so we'll have to figure out where they go. Beginning at the marked X and proceeding clockwise around the loop. Divide the line into segments that sum to 4, then 5, then 6, etc. up to 13. Ooh. So starting here and going around this way, we'll have to figure out where the segments are, where we get each of these options. Oh, very cool. As always, there's a link to the puzzle in the description, as well as a link to a Google form if you'd like to submit a puzzle. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so starting here, we need to get a segment of 4. So, well, okay, I could just do 4 by itself, except we already have a 4 in this region, so I do need to follow Sudoku rules, which means we'll need to use at least 2 cells. I don't want to go to 3 cells because then I can't get 4, because these cells see each other and I would have to do 3 different numbers. So let's put 1 and 3 here. And let's mark this as a region. Whoops, that's not... I wanted colors. Let's make this orange. After 4, we need to go to 5. So I do have the option of just doing a 5 here. Or I could do 5 in 2 cells. Except I can't do 1, 4, or 2, 3 because I've already used these numbers here. Those are my only options. So let's make this, there's no way that I could do 3 different numbers, right? The lowest this could be would be a 2, so this would have to be like 2, 1, 2, but that doesn't work. So let's make this a 5. We'll make this one pink. Now we need to do 6. I could just put a 6 here, or I could do 6 in 2 cells, or 6 in 3 cells. I could do 1, 2, 3. I could also do like, no, I think it would just be 1, 2, 3. I was thinking I could do like 2, 2, but it'd be 2, 2, 2. 1, 1, 4, but it can't be a 4. I don't want to do 3 and 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 is an option. What if I do it in 2 cells? This has to be either a 2 or a 6. So if this was a 2, yeah, let's start there. Because of Sudoku, this has to be a 2 or a 6. If this was a 2, then this would be a 4, which doesn't work. Or I could do 2, 1, 3, but this cell can't be 1, 3. That's gonna be the only way it works. So this just has to be a 6. This will be a 2. So this is our 6th segment. Now we need 7. I cannot do 7 in 1 cell in this puzzle, so I need to do 2 or 3. If it's 3, it's gonna be 1, 2, 4. 1 would go up here, and this would be 2, 4. That's an option. Could I do it in 2 cells? Because of Sudoku, I do know that this is going to be 2, 4, 6, so this is going to be 1, 3, 5. Kind of give myself some options here. 1, 2, 4 is an option. I could do 1, 6. I could do 3, 4. I could do 5, 2. Those are all options. So 7 is either going to be 2 cells or 3 cells. Okay. If I were to do it in 2 cells, maybe I want to think about 8, or maybe I want to go ahead and start thinking about 13 and working my way backwards. I need to fit in 7, 8, or 8, or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is a good amount to fit in here still. I could think about the entire line as a total. Okay, if I were to do 7 in 2 cells, how would I do 8? Well, I could do 3, 4, and then 2, 6. That gives me 7 and 8 right there. It's an option. What if I do 1, 2, 4? This would be a 6, and then I could do another 2 for 8. That also works. Okay, so I need to think about something else then. I have too many options here. What if I think about 13 backwards? The biggest this could be is 5, 6, which would be 11. Then this would have to be a 2 to get 13, and that's not an option. Well, I could do like 5, 2, 6. That would work. I could do like 5, 2, 6. So I could do 13 in 3 cells. But it is at least 3 cells. I can't do it in 2. How many cells do I need for 12? At a minimum, I need 3 cells for 12. So 13 is at least here. 12 is at least here. Then I have to do 11, which I could do in 2 cells. Is it possible to take 5, 6 out? Yeah, because I could do 1, 2, 4, right? 11 could be done in 2 cells. Then I need 10 and 9. This is the minimum. For 10, I need at least 2 cells. This could be 5, 6 for 11. This could be 4, 6 for 10. It's still possible. And then I have, so at a minimum, this is how far it needs to go. And then I need to fit 9, 8, and 7 in here. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, actually, that's the only way it works. I need at least 3 cells for 13, at least 3 cells for 12, at least 2 cells for 11, at least 2 cells for 10, at least 2 cells for 9, which leaves me with 2 cells each for 8 and 7. Okay, cool, that works. So now I just need to figure out which digits I'm using. I need to change the colors up a bit. That ended up touching each other too often. Let's make this yellow. This is going to be my 7. This is going to be 8. And then everything else is fine. Okay, so I need to do 7 in 2 cells. I need to do 8 in 2 cells. So this is definitely going to be 2, 6. Meaning this is going to be a 4. This is going to be a 3. Okay. Now this needs to be 9 in 2 cells. So I could do 3, 6, or I could do 4, 5. But I can't use a 1 or a 2, basically. Now this needs to be 10. So this is going to be 4, 6. That's the only way that works. This is 11, which is 5, 6, making this a 4 and this a 6. This is going to be a 2. This is going to be a 6. This was 9. Yes, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is 4, 5, making this a 1 and this a 5. This needs to be 11. This needs to be 12 now, but first I'm going to do some Sudoku to see what my options actually are. This ends up being a 2, 3, so this is a 1. This ends up being a 3. This ends up being a 1, 2, it looks like. I don't think I can clean that up more. 12. Could I need to use a 1 up here somewhere. Could I put the 1 on the line? It would have to be 1, 5, 6. Somehow. And I can't use 5 or 6 here, so that's not going to work. 1 needs to go out here. Ooh, nice. Meaning, what else do I know? Maybe I want to think about if I want to use 4. Well, what are my options here? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, which is kind of small. These actually can't be 1, and this one can't be a 4. This is a 2, 3, so this is a 5, 6. To get 12, if this is 6, I could do 6, 2, 4. What if this is only 5? 5, 3, 4 is an option. Is this a 4 no matter what? If this is a 6, this needs to sum to 6. My only option is to go 2, 4. If this is a 5, these need to sum to 7. My only option is to go 3, 4. Okay. Cool. So this needs to sum to 8. 5, 3, or 6, 2. Okay, this is also going to be a 2, 3, 5, 6. 2 can't go here. That's fine. Okay, now this is going to be 13. This whole region's 21, so if this is 13, then this is going to be 8. That's another way to think about it. This is going to be a 1, 2, 3 just for the column. This can't be a 3. Maybe I'm going to do more of that. This needs to be 8. If I need to use 6 up here, and I know that this needs to be 8, I don't want to use 6 in this, in the non-line cells, because I would have to do 6, 1, 1, and that's not going to work. So this is going to be a 6. Meaning this can't be a 6. Oh, this is a 1, so this is a 3, and this is a 1. This can't be a 3. 1 can't go here, that's fine. This ends up being a 2, 5. I have lots of pencil marks. Is there more Sudoku that I'm missing? This is a 1, 2, 3. This is a 5, 6, 2, 3. 2, 3, 5, 6, really? Okay. Okay. If this needs to be 13, if this is 6, 2, that's 8, and this would be a 5. That might be an option. If this is 6, 5, that is 11, and this would need to be a 2, which is not possible. So this is a 2, this is a 5. It did end up being 6, 2, 5. Interesting. If this is a 2, then this is a 5, meaning this is going to be a 6. So for this to be 12, yep, 13, 12. This is 10, so this needs to be a 2. Very nice. And I think all of our sections are good now. 4 and 5. Okay. 3 and 1 is 4. 5, 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2 plus 6 is 8. 5 plus 4 is 9. 6 plus 4 is 10. 5 plus 6 is 11. 4 plus 2 plus 6 is 6 and 6, which is 12. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 6 is 13. Very nice. Very cool. Oh, I like these puzzles. I haven't done very many of these where you need to like figure out the sections on your own, or the segments of the line on your own. These are really neat. I like these. 2, 3, and 3, 2. Happy birthday! Thank you! Oh my gosh, like this puzzle. This was really neat! I liked... Oh, where was it? There was something I wanted to mention here. Oh, I had so many options here, but going back to the 13 and just the minimum possible was what I needed to know in order to have enough room for all of these. That was really neat. I liked the way that worked out. And then thinking about the negative space also. Oh, look, 413. Thinking about the negative space here, and how I needed a 6 in this row, but I didn't want 6 in the negative space, or like where I needed to put the 1 up here and that kind of thing. Those were really cool deductions. Very neat. Very nice puzzle, mnasti. Let me know how you all did in the comments.